All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everything is well with you guys this morning. And let's talk some of this good old-fashioned boxing. We got good fights coming up this weekend, man. We had a good fight last week. Let me see. Make sure everything is good here. Yep, you guys can hear me. All that good stuff. Smooth Groove Boxing in the building, man. What's going on, brother? How you feeling this morning? Freddie Jimenez says, salute to you, Martin, awaiting this weekend's fights. The Devin fight and also the Tank fight. Nice pair of fights this weekend of boxing. Absolutely, man. Got a good week of boxing coming up. Today is Tuesday, man. I can't wait, man. Like, let's hurry up and get to the fight, man. It's been a good last couple months of boxing, man. Mr. Prize said, good morning, boxing family. For now, let's get to unpacking this boxing. Yeah, man, I did a video this last night, man. Oh my God, man. Look, man, that crap made me feel sorry for Teofimo Lopez, man. I feel for Teo, man. That's a lot of pressure to be under, man. I'm feeling for Teo, man. I'm feeling for Teo. What's going on, Noop? How you feeling, Chillville? In the building. What's going on? Black Fawn said, good morning, family. Let's talk boxing. Hit that like button on the way in. Absolutely, man. Hit that, man. Canelo, the ice. Hey, man, what is this, man? Coward Nello, you like that? You like the ice? What is it? The Ice King? Not the Ice King. The Night King. The Night King. Yeah, you like the Night King? I like that, man. You guys, you watch Game of Thrones? Man, that was a good series all the way until it sucked in the last, all the way to that terrible ending, man. Like, man, come on, man. You're going to build that chick up all the way and just kill her in a day. You know what I'm saying? She was all good for like, I don't know how many, 8 years, whatever the season was. And all of a sudden in a day, she just turns into this demonic evil person, even though she had been burning people up for a while. Even though she had been burning people up for a while, man. That was funny. Anyway, Jay Spence in the bill say, good morning, Martin, and everybody. Let's kick the day off right. Absolutely, man. Be easy. Good morning, Martin. Great day. Let's chop it up. Yep, sir. What's going on? Mr. Ray in the building. Texas OG said, good morning, Fanon. What it do, man? You know what it is. Just out here talking this box. I'm going to have another good day of it, you know. Mr. Enterprise said, Teo brought this butt whooping on himself. Man, yeah, the butt whooping on himself. Hold on one second, man. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, man. I got like a hair irritating my nose or something. Game of Thrones is lit. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely it is. Yeah, he brought it on himself, man. But serious, all that other stuff, man, all the other stuff, you know, that's just, you get a young kid like that, get all that money thrown at you. He said he ran through $2 million. I told people going into, I was like, man, that house looks huge. Like, I know he's getting paid, but he ain't getting paid like that, man. I mean, he had like a Floyd Mayweather Jr. type of house, man. Like his house looked better, like for real. The house I saw him in, from just a little bit that I saw, I was like, man, that looks bigger. That looks like a better house. That looks better than what I see Floyd Mayweather showing. When Floyd Mayweather Jr. has made $500 million, man. You ain't made no $500 million. What you doing with a house like that? That's way too big, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe that's why he's pushing so hard to get sponsorships and pushing so hard on things outside of boxing, because he's like, man, I spent up all my money. My wife done left me. Left him with his kid. All of that. A lot of drama, man. A lot of drama, bro. Don TV said, Fanon, I believe in Tank. I think Cruz can hurt him real bad if he catches him. Well, that little dude can definitely hurt somebody if he catches him. It's the catching him part that, you know, that I ain't buying. However, I will tell you that, you know, everybody's at risk, bro. Everybody's at risk, man. Afro King in the buildings, man. Shout out to the UK, man. Shout out to the UK. Andrew Ugboma. Good morning to you, brother. How you feeling this morning? K1 Music in the building. What's happening? What's going on, bro? What's happening? Coward Nello, yeah. I saw what you on, man. I saw what you on. Leo's Vin Smoke. Fanon is Team Lallister, huh? Nah, man, you know who I am? I'm Team Night King. I was hoping the Night King kill everybody. I was like, hey, man, ice them all up and let the Summer Isles be free. That's what I was like, because they ain't going to go over the water to the Summer Isles. So just let them all do what they got to do. You know what I mean? I was hoping they got all of them. I was Team Night King whole time, bro. Like, I root for the bad guy. That way the movie's a lot less scary. That's a mental trick I learned. When I was watching like horror movies and all that, I started rooting for the bad guy. And so then all the blood and the guts and all that stuff turns to be good things. You know what I mean? What's going on, Frank? How you feeling, man? Yeah, it was a really good series, man. I'm watching Oz right now. Oz is pretty good, man. Only problem with Oz, and we lead into talking boxing, but the only problem with Oz is that when they put somebody on death row, they're dead in the same episode. It's like, hold on, man. It takes a while. It takes a while for somebody to get the death penalty, man. They'll like, a guy stabbed somebody. We want the death penalty. Boom. They'll be in the chamber right away. Memphis, Tennessee in the building. What's going on, bro? How you feeling this morning, man? Lawrence Ingram in the building. What's happening? Yanda Milambo said, Fanon, good morning. I think if Tank wins, he will get that George Kambosos fight if he wants it. I don't know, man. I think he wants that Devin. I think they want that Devin Haney fight. I think they, no. Let me back up, man. I read an article who had some bad information in it. They were like, well, they said that Lomachenko wasn't going to get the Kambosos fight because Eddie Hearn, who is Kambosos' promoter, wants the Devin Haney fight. Ain't it amazing how everybody at DAZN all of a sudden is promoted by Eddie Hearn, even when they're not? You know what I'm saying? Because Lou DiBella is the promoter. Said the house is in AK. That's why. What's that? What's AKA? I'm not sure what you're talking about. What's going on, Terry Schmoot in the building? What's going on, bro? Musa R said, can Tio bounce back? Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, he can bounce back. Absolutely can bounce back. It'd be better if he bounced back slowly, though. It'd be better if he bounces back slowly. But mentally, it's going to be tough, man, because, dog, he was really looked like he's in bad shape, man. Like, he was just saying stuff that didn't sound like didn't make any sense. And the way that he went out and fought in the first round, that didn't make any sense. I mean, his father was the way his father was acting. That didn't make any sense. So, you know, I don't know, man. I think he needs a new camp, man. You know what I mean? I think he probably needs a new camp. Probably needs to get away from his father. And, you know, because his father seemed just as bad as him, like running around talking about how, you know, that there was a robbery that, you know, the only bad thing we did was stay at 135 too long. How about you never use the jab? How about a jab, man? How about just a jab in a straight right hand, bro? When things ain't working. How about you jab him, straight right hand, jab him. You know what I mean? He just didn't have a lot of tricks up his sleeve, man. He just went out there looking for the knockout, bro. And I know that Vasily Lomachenko is feeling sick. Like, man, I should have done that. I wish that dude, he would have waited one fight for that dude to fall apart like that, man. But no, I think he can. I think he can rebuild himself. Texas OG said, Fanon, talk to me about Haney versus Diaz. Hoping Diaz put on a good show. I mean, I got Haney in that fight. I got Haney in the fight. However, I do think that Jojo Diaz is, hey man, the dude he's a good fighter. He's an Olympian. He's somebody that has been in big fights. He's been in big fights against good fighters before. Specifically, Gary Russell Jr. He beats Tevin Farmer. And Gary Russell Jr. is a slick fighter, southpaw. Tevin Farmer is a slick fighter. He beat him. He overcame a very, a very difficult fighter, an awkward fighter in Javier Fortuna. So, you know, he's got a lot of mental ammunition, you know, going into that ring. The thing about that fight for me is going to be just, you know, whether or not he's going to be able to actually force Devin Haney to engage, or whether Devin Haney is going to be able to stay on the outside and pick him apart on the outside, right? If he can actually get Devin Haney to engage and like be in the pocket with him, then I think Jojo Diaz that's his best chance to be able to score points against Devin Haney on a consistent basis. Is if he's able to cut off the ring and he's able to like get Devin Haney into an actual fight with him. But if he can't, and Devin Haney's just pot shotting him from the outside, moving and he's plotting behind him like Teofimo Lopez was plotting behind Kambosos, it'll be a very, very long night for him. You know what I mean? And it may be, but I don't think in any case it'll be a short night for him. But Devin Haney saying, hey man, I'm getting stronger. I'm growing into my man strength. I'm getting strong. I'm getting more powerful. So, we'll see. We'll see. Andrew said G is silent. The G is silent. Uboma. But no worries. Let the UK in Brazil right now. Left the UK in Brazil right now. That's what's up. Andre Uboma. All right, I'll leave the Uboma. Thank you very much, man. Carinello, man, much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much for that support, man. It means a lot. Really does. Justice for the Night King. Team Night. Oh, yeah, Team NK all day. Yeah, that's what. Team Night. Yeah, dog, I was Team Night King. That's how I learned to get rid of, like, all of the being scared of movies, like being scared of horror movies. Just root for the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And then all you got to worry about is at the end of the movie, them getting lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like then and them getting lucky and surviving ain't scary. What's going on? Jose Rodriguez in the building, man. What's going on, man? I said Oz is class. Hey, I ain't trying to look. If that's something to learn in Oz, I ain't trying to feel it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go nowhere where I got to learn all that stuff. I will tell you though, man, I was really happy when that dude snapped though. The lawyer that was in there getting, he said, man, putting makeup on me, that's too far, man. Putting makeup on me, he went too far with that dude. He bucked up out of that character, man. That was funny. Anyway, Darren Griffin in the building. What's going on? I said, yeah, Oz is the truth. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. It's kind of depressing, though. I can't binge watch that. I need a comedy after that, man. Black Fawn said, got to check out Dexter, the New Blood. Yeah, man, I got a lot of TV. I don't really watch. I only watch a couple TV shows a night, man. I got to really do stuff. And I went years without really watching any TV, but now I need it. I need something to get my mind off work and keep me focused, like to enjoy myself and lose myself in something for a couple hours every night. Oz is and Wire is the ish. Absolutely, man. Hey, my man, Chris McLean, man, thank you so much, man. Much love in the super chat. Breaking Bad is the best TV show of all time, man. It was really good. Breaking Bad was really, really, really good. But I don't think it was any better than Boardwalk Empire until, the end of Boardwalk Empire. You know what I'm saying? Like the end of Boardwalk Empire kind of fizzled out at the end. But Breaking Bad was definitely good. I watched Breaking Bad with my wife. Let me roll down here, man. Y'all supporting with the super chats today, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, bro. Much needed in this world, in this hard, cold world. Giovanni Walker said, what do you think about AJ taking step aside for Usyk to fight Fury, the Wilder being placed number 1 and fighting Dillian White? Dude, did that actually happen? I saw that. I saw Blue Bloods, the title of Blue Bloods video, but then I went to look for the news and I didn't see it. So I knew he was talking about it. I knew that he said, that he said, if you offered me enough money, I would. But I haven't heard. I went all to the UK websites and I hadn't seen anything yet. So I don't really know what to think of it until I see it. You know what I mean? Till I see it. Because a lot of people say a lot of things and you can have a source and they can be wrong. I don't know. So I don't know if he took any step aside money. It's like, how much step aside money would you pay him for that? You know what I'm saying? And to trust Tyson Fury? But let me say this. Take step aside money for Usyk. If he thinks Tyson Fury going to fight him after Usyk, it's stupid. Honestly, it's stupid. I think it would be stupid for him to do that. I think he should go fight that Usyk fight and see if he can win that Usyk fight. Trying to come back and get all the belts off of Tyson Fury, man, Tyson Fury might flake out on him, bro. And Tyson Fury probably ain't going to give him, the money on that fight. Tyson Fury going to want the lion's share of that if that happens. You know what I mean? Wilder's been placed number 1 and him fighting Dillian White. I like that. Go ahead and get that fight, man. But, Dillian White is a scrub, man, in my personal opinion. But much love in that super chat. Yeah, I haven't seen that, man. Because I don't say that to say that it's not true. I'm just saying that, I look at all the news sources. So once they should start kicking it up later today. Once we get more reports, then we can really get into it. Sean Davis said The Wire is way better than Breaking Bad. It's about what and what. I like both of them, but it's about what and what. Breaking Bad was really good. It's probably a little better for black folk because it was a more, it had more of the urban. Well, they both did. And what is that, man? My phone been getting out, man. Anyway, yeah, Deadwood. Nah, I haven't seen Deadwood. I only got so much TV I can watch, man. And Billions, I don't feel like feeling broke. What's going on? Said Kambosos' win is potentially a great opportunity for him and any other lightweight who wants to step up. Haney, Garcia, Valdez, who's ready? Why you say Valdez? Valdez isn't a lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Valdez is down there 130 where you need to be. Down there where he need to be fighting Shakur Stevenson. Valdez don't need to fight, man. If Valdez moved to lightweight, man, these guys are cornballs, man. Seriously, bro. Deverson Andrade said, Fanon, do you think JoJo can outbox Devin Haney? Outbox him in what means? What do you mean by that? Do I think if he can get him cut off the ring, he can outbox him. If he can cut off the ring and make him fight in the pocket, Jojo Diaz, I think Jojo Diaz there's a chance Jojo could do very well in the pocket with Devin Haney because Jojo Diaz can fight, is a good fighter in the pocket. Now you saw that with Gary Russell Jr. They were exchanging very, very nicely. Very nicely. I thought he was doing a good job here and there with Gary Russell in there. But, but just generally speaking, outboxing, probably not. I don't think he's as good. I mean, Devin Haney's getting better too. And he's going to be on point after what happened last night. I mean, on what happened last weekend. He's going to be like beyond on point. You know what I mean? So, I don't think so, bro. Surviving Kingston said, I live around the corner from Boots Gym. He about to take over 147. Yeah, that ain't a doubt. What's going on, Southern T Boxing Sports? How you feeling this morning, man? I ain't talking about TVs all. Yeah, man, let's smash the like button, man. We're going to have a small crew in here today, man. Man, hit that like button, man. We got 361 people in the building. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man. Be greatly appreciated, bro. Hit that like button. Where are we going? We're going down to the end. Where I'm going past all you conversations talking about TV shows that I didn't see, man. Devin Haney this weekend, easy. And T.O. And who is this? T.O. will never be the same after his. Oh, T.O. Yeah. I was like, man, how dumb am I? You literally wrote T.O. And I'm like, who is T.O.? Oh, T.O. Teofimo will never be the same after his loss. Hey, man, it seemed like he'd never be the same after his win. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't the same in that loss. I hope he can be. The thing is, will he ever be the same after that Lomachenko win? Because that thing sent him into cloud 9. Man, way too much pressure. But if he gets his life, man, I'm telling you, man, if he gets his stuff together, go see a therapist. Like on the real, go see a therapist. Not in no cornball way, I'm telling you. Not insulting him. Like really, really. Go sit down with a therapist. Go sit down with a therapist and have them help you learn how to think about your life. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you think and deal with your depression? How do you deal with the fact that your wife left you? How do you deal with the pressure and all of that stuff? Have somebody sit there and give you some tools on how to deal. Somebody give you some tools on how to deal with your life. And I think he'll be fine because he can fight. You know what I mean? And he's going to get another shot. He's just got to make the right decision, man. We can all do great things in our life from where we are right now, provided, if you got your health, you always got a chance. You know what I'm saying? There's a lady that said, you got to check. If you got to check, you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? If you got to check, you got a chance. So, yeah, man, he's got a chance. I wouldn't flush the kid down the toilet, man. Though all those hangers on he has, though, And when your mama tells you your mama don't like somebody, don't like a woman, you may want to think about that next time. You know what I'm saying? He said he deleted his Twitter account T.O. after the loss. Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw that. I saw it. People told me that, but then he put it back up. So I would deactivate it and then he put it back up. He's like, man, I can't do this. Somebody probably convinced him. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Yeah, look, man, I'm not going to kick him when he's down, like now, when he's that far down. You know what I mean? However, his fan base, I'll definitely kick him. I'll kick his fan base. Hey, where's his fans? Have you heard anything from his fans? Yeah, hey, you heard anything from his fanboy channel? You know what I mean? The one running around, dogging everybody, calling them racist and every kind of other kind of crap because they thought because they thought Devin Haney deserved to fight with him. You know what I mean? Did anybody? That's who I want to know if they're all right. Did they delete their accounts? That type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's the worst fight I've ever seen? Oh God, I hate to admit this, but probably the worst fight that one of the worst fight I've ever seen was Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Casemiro. That was a bad fight, bro. Like that was bad. I can't even lie, man. And I like it was a combination of a steroid-induced, like a big ball of steroids that never got tired, running around chasing Rigo, and Rigondeaux being like, man, you are not beating me up with them steroids, and just moving away. It was a terrible fight. First of all, Casemiro is juicing. Big time juicing. You know what I'm saying? Big time on them steroids. And Rigo was like, look, man, you ain't beating me. You know what I'm saying? So he just moved around. It was a bad fight. Like, I really did not enjoy that fight. Also bad fights. Every fight that Vladimir Klitschko had. Vladimir Klitschko was the worst heavyweight champion ever. Boring. I mean, whoa, so boring. And on top of it, he was so cheating throughout the whole fight. Just throw a punch, jump on the man's back, hold him. Throw a punch past his shoulder, grab him, jump on his back, push him down. It was terrible, bro. Giovanni Walker in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that support, man. He said, if Teofimo humbles himself in that loss, gets a new trainer, and focuses on boxing, he has the skills to become great, but he has to stay in his lane in boxing. Absolutely, bro. That's 100%. I agree 100% with that. That is exactly where I think Teofimo Lopez is. Hey, look, man, we got 141 people in the building. We got 116 likes, man. Can we get the likes up, man? Likes up. Please hit the like button as you come on in. What's going on? Hey, my man Sebo said reality finds us all, T.O. Reality, no joke, man. See, Coward Nello said Fury, Klitschko, probably the most boring fight I've seen. Oh, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, it's a terrible fight, man. Exactly. Darren Griffin got it. Jab, jab, grab. Jab, jab, grab. Jab, jab, grab. He's the greatest since Ali. Jab, jab, grab. Jab, jab, grab. Like, man, you gotta stop. I don't know. He was so boring, he left the United States. He was so boring, he left the United States, man. Hey, Scott Malcolm said, Pac-Man versus Floyd was boring. I didn't think it was boring. I loved every minute of it because Floyd was winning. And I knew it was just a matter of time before all them Pactards had to sit down. I loved it. That fight was exciting for me because Manny Pacquiao lost. Loved it. Best $100 I want, some of the best money I ever spent. Joey in the building. What's going on, man? Joey Fragnole said Teofimo Lopez lost some edge after getting beat up down the stretch of that Loma fight and forgot the first rule of boxing. You don't play boxing. Nah, man. But dude, that long layoff, bro. Wow, very long layoff. We got him. Hey, Fahim said very exciting. Absolutely, bro. I love that fight. I don't watch a lot of fights over, so I haven't seen the fight over. And honestly, man, them cats would do all that slow. Man, remember the slow-mo videos that they would do? All these guys came out with slow motion videos, like trying to prove that Manny Pacquiao won the fight. Man, yeah, whatever. Keep on slow-moing it. See that punch landed. That punch, look, count the punch. Trying to get you to hyper-focus on everything Manny did. Slowing it down, making the video 15 minutes. So you got to watch Manny Pacquiao throw punches at super slow motion. Be like, yeah, that's a punch. Oh, that's another punch. So your mind is like watching them for a half hour. Like you spend a half an hour watching nothing but Manny Pacquiao land punches on Floyd, and then you walk away thinking, oh yeah, he must have won that fight. No, bro. Sorry. How about you go away and take that L, sit on that L. You know what I mean? Mr. Sama, Devin and Shakur, the only real ones not being treated like puppets. Yeah, is that about right? That's about right. I think I can agree with that statement. They're definitely not being treated like puppets. Like, definitely not, because they're not with, yeah, because on the real, Gervonta kind of is. Gervonta, no. He's like, none of us top guys are fighting each other. Yeah, man, but that don't excuse you, bro. You the money man. You can make one of them fights. Those other guys really can't make the fights. Gervonta's in a position where he can make the fights. Or if they wanted to make the fights, But they ain't really trying to do that, man. Burke's Law said, I don't know why y'all still buying into the Teo hype. I'm not buying into the Teo hype. I'm not buying into any Teofimo hype. He's a good fighter, though. He had a bad night, man. He could have beat that dude. I mean, I'm serious. He can beat George Kambosos. If he puts his mind to it and he really does train and goes into trying to fight George Kambosos, goes and tries to fight George Kambosos with a game plan, he could win the fight. He could have won the fight just behind a jab and a straight right hand, in my opinion. George Kambosos is there. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody over here bought into the Teo hype. Only thing that I said is, look, man, I'm not going to beat the guy down too bad. You know what I'm saying? I never had a problem with Teofimo Lopez, really. My problems are with the fan base. You know what I'm saying? Rick Sanchez said, Ben calling out Valdez. You know it is, but Bob Arum doesn't want that fight. He can say, Fanon not big on Kambosos. Hell no. Look, man, I'm going to say this. B-Boy Pop 97. Why would I make the same mistake with George Kambosos that people made with Teofimo Lopez? Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? He has not defended his title against a legitimate challenger yet. So with George Kambosos, he beat a guy that he was an underdog against. Similarly, Teofimo Lopez just beat Lomachenko. In the very next fight, he gets beat by George Kambosos. So until I see George Kambosos defend his title 3 times, I don't want to hear it. 3 title defenses. 3. Not 1, not 2, 3 title defenses. Win your title, and then as a champion, beat 3 people as a champion. And then I will sit back and say, okay, I believe that dude. Until you do that, I'm suspect on you. Just how it's going to be. If you're a flash in the pan type dude, like somebody jumping out from Australia that was a massive underdog. Give me some time. What's going on, man? What's going on, Alonzo? I'm not going to say your last name because you never let me know how to pronounce it, whether it was Lambier or it was Lambert. I don't know if it was Lambier or Lambert, but I do remember you said I was mispronouncing your name. So I'm definitely going to be letting you know what's up with that. Hey, man, we got 534 people in the building, 221 likes, man. Hit the like button, man. J Money said, answer my question, please. J Money, it's hit or miss with me, man. But here you go. Would you agree Teo didn't pursue a knockout when Kambosos was faxed because he wanted that home run knockout punch? No, I don't think he knew what he was doing in that ring at all. I think he was in a street fight. Is what I think. I think he was in a street fight. I don't think he said he didn't have a game plan. Phased. Oh, when he was phased? No, I mean he tried to. He tried to knock him out, and he hit him with another straight right hand, man. But he was gassed. He was drained. I do believe he was drained. He did look drained in the fight, and he didn't have a game plan, man. So, not just not too much he can do. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, I appreciate that, OG. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, man, I'll listen to you. I don't want to butcher your name, man. You know, but you gotta let me know which one it is. If it's Lambert, just say, you know, or if it's Lambert, just write Lambert real quick, and then I'll know. Hey, no worries, J Money 262. No worries. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. My man, Blue Belt in the buildings. What's going on? Said another good fight weekend again. Yeah, you know that is. Yeah, it is. Sam Durando said Kambosos is legit. He was Pacquiao's sparring partner. Okay. I'm gonna have to see some more out of him. No joke. Got to see some more. Hey, man, he definitely holding down the chat, man. Thank you so much, Giovanni. He said if Stevenson could step up to Kambosos and get that fight in Australia, he would get them belts easy work for Stevenson, but they won't let that happen. Much love in that super chat, bro. Nah, absolutely, bro. I said Lambert with the T. Oh, Lambert. Oh, with a T. Oh, Lambert. All right, Lambert. Sorry, man. Lambert. Got you. Lambert. Got it. Alonzo Lambert. Easy work, but nope. Yeah, that's not happening, man. They're never going to get that dude that shot, man. Giovanni Walker in that super chat. Make sure I didn't miss that super chat, bro. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you so much for that support, bro. Arch Demi TV. Tio was thinking in a thinking man's sport. Tio has great skills, but need to compose himself, humble himself, and learn to apply them skills and not have to work so hard to be in dogfights. Yeah, man, I think that there's a lot more going on with him, though, man. I really do, bro. Oh, said Joey Dwayne was legit too. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to see. I don't doubt that he's a legit fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? 50 bands in the building. I know he's a good fighter. He just beat Teofimo Lopez, and he looked like a good fighter. He did. He looked like a good fighter. My thing though is hold on one second. Tell me your favorite Russian speaking champion. I don't know. My favorite Russian speaking champion. Do Ukrainians speak Russian? I don't know who speaks Russian and who doesn't. I don't know who speaks Russian. I don't know if like the people from Kazakhstan speak Russian. I couldn't tell you who speaks Russian. I can't tell you who speaks Russian and who doesn't speak Russian. You know what I mean? I don't want to say Vasily Lomachenko and he doesn't speak Russian. You know what I'm saying? So that's tough on me, man. That's very, very tough. If you mean who's my favorite Eastern European fighter, I would probably say Alexander Usyk. It's probably my favorite Eastern European fighter. I like Alexander Usyk. That man can fight. Oh, say yeah, okay, yeah. Ukrainians speak Russian. Okay, in that case, Alexander Usyk. Yeah, in that case, Alexander Usyk. But I like Lomachenko too. So, you know, both of them, peas in a pod. The Ukrainians. I think I like those Ukrainians. Very good fighters, man. As long as you're not overrating them, I'm good with them. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not trying to use them to try to act like black fighters in America suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're not trying to use them for that, I'm okay with it. I like them. You know, it's the problem when we're dominating boxing. The Eastern Europeans are dominating boxing. Say Ukrainians speak Ukrainian, bro. Okay, if that's I don't know who speaks what because I'm not from there. You know, but anyway, if I have to say one that I know is Russian, I like Bivol. I don't know how good he is, but I like him as a person. Think he seems like a nice guy. Burke's Law said you could see in Tio's eyes and his demeanor that he was going to lose during the June 5th face-off. Kambosos could see it during the face-off. I saw that Kambosos was not playing. Yeah, I see guys do that all the time and turn around and get beat up, though. You know what I mean? They do that all the time, bro. Hey, 50 Band said, Fanati, have you been running lately? Absolutely, I have. I went running the last 2 days. Got to take a break on a day, then I get back and I do my road work. I love that running. Makes me feel good, bro. I'm only up to like a mile, though. You know, I'm not doing like 4 miles yet, but I'm up to a mile, man. Frequent Flyer said, my favorite Russian-speaking champion is Ivan Drago. Hey, man, y'all taking the conversation all kind of places today, man. Arch Nemi said, do you mean mentally, physically, or both, Fanon? In regards to you saying T.O. has a lot going on, can you elaborate on this? Yeah, mentally, he's got a lot going on. Dude, he's 23 years old, which is very, very young. Number one, you're still a kid, and his brain is still developing. He's a kid. He's got a wife that left him. He's got a newborn kid. He has a lot of money, so a lot of pressure going on with his family. He's got a lot of conversations going on, about him being a duck, and just a lot of stuff going on, man. He's getting sponsorships and dealing with being famous, learning to deal with being famous. It's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff, man. That's a lot of stuff. And just generally speaking, growing up is a lot of stuff. It seemed like and the way that he was talking, the way that he was acting, I was like, man, what's wrong with this kid? I really thought something was going on with him before the fight. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I mean, really, I thought something was going on in his head. Because he was saying things like, he said that he gave Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford their biggest payday. And it's like, what in the world would make you say that? And I waited to see if he would correct himself. Because, sometimes I misspeak. When I'll say, Errol Spence did this, but I really meant Terrence Crawford, because two thoughts are in my mind. My mind is going too quick, and a word will leave my mouth before I probably need to slow down a little bit and make sure that I say the right word. So I do that on occasion, right? Or I do that. I do that often. So when he did that, I was waiting for him to correct it, and he never corrected it. So I was like, wow, this dude is he almost sounded loopy. You know what I mean? He sounded loopy to me. RSA Boxing Life says, salute, good brother. Hey, man, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for your, as always, commentary on why T.O. may have lost, distracted, didn't know he was going through all that. Great assessment, Bomb Squad. Absolutely, Bomb Squad. Yeah, well, he's going through a lot, man. He's going through a lot, bro. Like, a lot. You know what I'm saying? And here the thing is, man, it was sad. Not sad, but the fact that he would say that to those reporters and not think that those reporters are going to turn around and put that in a news article if he lost. You know what I mean? That when I got the information off that article, it means this guy, I was like, man, these journalists are cruel, bro. I mean, they are cruel. They made that dude look like they made him look like seriously, man, like he needed to be in a psych ward. That was like the argument they were making without just saying it, like, hey, man, this dude needs to take a break, man. You know what I mean? But dude, mental health is for real, man. And to me, it seemed like he has a lot going on, man. And really just probably needs to take some time off. I'm glad he got that paycheck, because anyway it cuts, dude, he got that money. So, if he said he was down to $20,000, hey, man, you got a big old paycheck. Do not spend it all. You know what I'm saying? Do not spend it, He said he's moving wacky, though. Yeah, he is. But it is what it is, man. Like, I don't hold stuff against fighters personally, man. Their fans, on the other hand, bro, I'll get on them. Hey, look, man, we got 628 people in the building, 275 likes, man. Can we get the likes up? Over 600, man. Come on, we can get them likes up, man. Hit them likes, man. It really does help the channel, and it's greatly appreciated, bro. If you can't super chat, can't Cash App or support in that way, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit the like button, because it really does help the channel. Thank you very, very much, man. J-Ro said, take some time off. He just had 14 months off. Yeah, not really. Look, J Rolex Dollar, let me help you with something, okay? Man, don't be a jerk, okay? Yeah, just take some time off. Why shouldn't he take some time off, man? The man just had a horrific loss. You want him to go right back after losing to the man? Obviously, the man is going through all kind of drama with his wife and this and that and the other thing, and he just got a paycheck. You think it's smart for him to get back in the ring in 4 months, you dumbass? Well, what the fuck, man? He just had 14 months off, man. What do you mean take some time off, man? Man, just stop. I can't say, what the fuck, man? Fuck you, man. Like, come on. Grow up, bro. Grow up. You irritate me with that type of stuff, man. Look, man, I said maybe take a little time off. How about a month? You think you can get a month off, man? You think he can sit down and chill out for a month? Or do you think he should just, get back in training camp tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Just go back and hit the bags tomorrow. You don't think a month of relaxation at a spa out of the country may do the man some good? Or you just go back to work tomorrow? Man, stop it, man. The man just got he just got a couple $1 million because he got $900,000. He got $900,000 from Triller. And he got whatever it was, the $2 million that he just got from there. That man can afford to take a vacation. Take a vacation. The kid is 23 years old, man. Get away from everybody. Let everything sort itself out, bro. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing wrong with that dude doing that, man. He took 14 months off already, man. He did not take 14 months. He had multiple cancellations of fights, man, is what he had. Anyway, man, much love in that super chat, brother. Said Tio is exposed. Anybody can beat him with a hook and an overhand behind the jab. Better work on that for 9. Yeah, he need to get rid of his daddy. Now, that is funny, though. Hey, the Boxing Writers Association of America. Nice pick on trainer of the year, huh? That was his trainer of the year. Derek James. In the year that Derek James got a unified, got 3 belts in the 154-pound division with Jermell Charlo, a long reigning champion. And Errol Spence Jr. got a unification match. The Boxing Writers Association of America decided to give Trainer of the Year to Teofimo Lopez Sr. And then the very next fight, his son looks like garbage, and he looks absolutely lost in the corner. But he's Trainer of the Year. Top-notch trainer, huh? Crazy. Hey, y'all, man, make sure you hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. We got 300. We've got 657, and we only got 327 likes, man. Do me a favor, man. Hit them like buttons, man. What's going on, Jacob 3K in the building, man? Shout out to the UK, man. Hey, Artabo said, Martin, do you see similarities between Tio's dad and Danny Garcia's father, Angel Garcia? Yeah, one is a jerk. Well, no. Yeah, they both kind of will say whatever. They're both kind of Latino street dudes. They're Latino street dudes that train their son. That's the similarity. I like one. I can't stand the other. But yeah, they both kind of brash. Yeah, they both brash. But I think it's proven that Angel Garcia may know what he's doing a little bit better and handle the fame a lot better. Helped his son handle that fame a lot better than Teofimo Lopez's dad did. I'm not high on Teofimo Lopez's dad, bro. It's Teofimo Lopez Sr. at all, man. I mean, because he just, to me, dog, I would not be surprised, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, if that dude ain't a big part of that dude's money problems, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I saw this thing. I saw in the did you see that sparring match that took place between Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis? When if you listen to what his father's saying, Teofimo Lopez did something that was like, what are you doing, man? He just started rabbit punching Gervonta Davis in the back of the head during a sparring match. Started rabbit punching him. And then his father like almost congratulated him for it. Like, man, it's a sparring match. It's an amateur sparring match. Why would you turn and rabbit punch Gervonta Davis a bunch of times? And then the funny thing was Gervonta Davis turned the heat up on him and started beating the brakes off of him. Like, immediately. And then and then they turned off the tape. But he definitely went straight at him, bro. And I think because that tape, whoever was recording that was I think that was them, Teofimo, because the tape was coming out of Teofimo Lopez's corner, and you could hear his father like right by the camera. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not big, bro. Fanon, I'm sorry for what all Teofimo going through, but we all have demons to deal with. He talked himself into this trick bag. Now he can eat his humble pie. Oh yeah, he's got his humble pie, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong now. Dude, I try to tell you, those guys, I'm the unbiased boxing channel. Me, not them. They are what you call panderers. You know, they confuse the word pandering with non-biased. No, you mean, oh, you're pandering. Oh, you're going to pander to Top Rank. Oh, you're going to pander to this guy. Pander to that guy. Yeah, you're pandering. No, look, man, in the ring, no problems, bro. He got his ass whooped. I loved every second of it. Laughing, all of the above, man. All of the above, man. But it only goes so far with me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a guy, you really can tell a guy's not really writing it down. I'm telling you, I've had problems like that. So I know how easy it is when you got a lot of stress for your thinking to get a little bit sideways, okay? So that type of stuff is very, very real. And so I'm not going to jump on them too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to. I'm just telling you. I can't do it myself because I've literally been in my life where I've had so much stress on my shoulders, bro, and I handled it the wrong way, bro, that you get a little loopy. So, you know, the man was loopy. The man probably made a lot of bad decisions with his money, made bad decisions with women, bad decisions with his training. You know, at 23 years old, you know, that's easy to do a lot of that. It's easy to do it at 53. So at 23, it's definitely easy to do. Berkshire Law said, yeah, mental health is real. I smashed that like. Absolutely, bro. Yeah, you know, so I'm not gonna go so far. I'm only gonna go so far on him. Like if Devin Haney lost. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Devin Haney lost, first of all, I wouldn't like it at all. I would be upset if he lost. I don't want him to lose to Jojo Diaz. However, if he did, some of y'all that talk all that garbage, I'd be laughing at y'all. Believe it. You know what I'm saying? Believe it. Just because that's you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You deserve that. Because you guys so on top of shit that you so much know exactly what's going to happen. You know, this fighter is going to destroy that fighter. There ain't no chance that this fighter will ever lose, right? And then your guy loses. You know what I'm saying? And then right? It's like, come on, bro. Ain't no undefeatable fighters in boxing, man. He said, at least Haney sealed the win, right? He didn't seal it yet, but he'll get it. I think he'll beat the guy. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, don't be surprised if he loses to Gervonta. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, like that argument we had yesterday, man. You know, that was a lot of fun yesterday for me. I'm not getting back into it. You know what I'm saying? But, like, come on, bro. Like, I like Gary Russell Jr. Everybody, you're the biggest Gary Russell Jr. fan in the world. I am. I like Gary Russell. I like Devin Haney, too. I like them both. I have more than one fighter that I like, man. And it is possible for you to be like a fighter and me to like a fighter and for me to like another fighter at the same time, bro. There ain't no monogamy in boxing, bro. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You motherfucker. Y'all some monogamous boxing fans, bro. You fall in love with one fighter, bro. Yeah, I like Canelo. Of course I like Canelo, man. It's a shame, but I'm not going to lie on Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie on Canelo. He said he would never bet against Hank. Like I'm trying to tell you, man, y'all into that boxing monogamy, bro. Like you act like if you say something bad, you cheating on him, man. I ain't married to Devin. What you talking about, bro? You a hater. You think hater means cheater. You're cheating on Devin. You're cheating. You're cheating on Canelo. How dare you cheat on Canelo and go off with that other boxer and like that boxer? Yeah, exactly, bro. Idolatry in this bitch. I'm a god, bro. Man. Hey, say, did you see Gary Russell call out Bud again? Yeah, I saw it. Hell yeah. Of course, I love it. I saw it, I love it. It ain't gonna happen, but I love it, man. He said he'll fight it, bro. He said Clifton Morris says, Fanon, stop it. You've been getting on T.O. through this whole show. I've been getting on him? What do you mean I've been getting on him? This show? I mean, getting on Tio? Man, I ain't getting on Tio. You want to hear me get on Tio? I'll get on Tio if you want me to get on him, all right? I didn't get on Tio. The man lost, bro. I'm saying that he's a good fighter, okay? Hey, can't just say they want you to be faithful for now. They do, bro. They do, bro. They do. No joke, man. These cats want you faithful, man. They want you. They want a wedding ring. They want you to put on that wedding ring, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. Exactly. I'm a monogamous boxing fan because that's all they want. There's one fighter. Oh yeah, he can never lose. You know what I'm saying? He said they want that long-term commitment. You know they want that commitment out you, bro. Hey man, look, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. I play the field. I'm playing the field, bro. Who's my favorite though? I've been getting, man, I ain't got on no T.O., dude. If I want to call T.O., I'd make fun of T.O. Stop that. I ain't get on him. All I said today was that the man looked like garbage in the ring. He did. Okay? And also, you guys hyped that dude to the ceiling and he lost his next fight. Those are all true facts, bro. I don't know what you want me to do. Those are all true. All true. And it ain't my fault. That's on you, bro. Where was his boxing skill? He ain't doing this. He been doing this from his youth. Exactly. He threw it out the window looking for a knockout. Then he got tired, bro. Then he got tired, man. Commey versus Loma. Who you got? Obviously, man, Lomachenko, bro. Obviously, Lomachenko. I'm not going to bet on Richard Commey to beat Vasily Lomachenko. I can't do it. Especially since he's susceptible to getting knocked out by a body shot. That has been exposed. Richard Commey got that Julius Ndungo syndrome. That body shot, well-placed body shot will get him up out of here, bro. Brooklyn, hold on one second, man. Let me check this. Hey, man, look, man, we got 700 people in the building. We only got 387 likes, man. Y'all mind hitting the likes, hit the like button, man. I would greatly appreciate it, bro. Brooklyn Combat said Puerto Ricans love that father-son fighter-trainer. Oh, the father-son fighter-trainer combo. That stuff doesn't work. The dad helps him early, yes, but at some point the fighter outgrows them and they need a real established trainer. That is true. Absolutely true, which is something Errol Spence Jr. and them guys did very, very well. But Errol Spence Jr. got a very, very solid trainer early in the amateurs. After he had been with kind of a lower level trainer, his father moved him to a better trainer. Serena Williams and them did the same thing. Their father only took them so far in tennis. And once they got to that skill level, once they got to that the skill level where they could compete, got them over to Rick Macy in Florida, and had professional level trainers working with them. Once they got a little money, once they got some of that money, they was off to the professional trainers. Absolutely. Said Martin's a cheater. Yeah, exactly, bro. You cheating on my boxer. Oh my God, you said, oh no, you cheating on, man, I'm telling you, man, act like I'm cheating on Devin. Because I said Gary didn't duck. Man, Gary ain't ducking him. That fight ain't even real. Oh my God, yo, hater. Dude, Devin's got a fight date. He got a fight date with Yuriokas Gamboa. What you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand, bro. Anyway, Moses Basira, but I can't even, I'm just saying Moses. The hype is because the Great White Hope got outboxed by by Teofimo Lopez. I mean, no, there was hype behind Teofimo Lopez before. There was hype behind Teofimo Lopez before. But Teofimo Lopez really went to, man, I'm older than Brian Custer. Brian Custer, I think I'm older than Brian Custer. I'm just better looking. That's it. I'm older than Brian Custer. But Brian Custer is like, I'm just better looking than him. Let's get it right. I'm the better looking Brian Custer. You know what I'm saying? He said, phenomenal, boxing hoe out on these streets. Exactly, bro. Like, man, I ain't about to ride with you for nothing, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? For nothing, no matter what. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna rep you for sure. And if I'm your fan, I'm gonna support you forever. I will, for sure. If I'm your fan, I'm your fan. I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. I'm gonna support Deontay Wilder Win, lose, or draw, bro. I'm going to support Deontay Wilder because I like that dude. Dana McWhite said Jake Paul versus Teofimo, a.k.a. J-Lo. Oh, I'd love to see that. Oh, my God. I would love to see that. Please let that fight happen, and I'm dead serious. Please let that fight happen. I would pay $100 for this, I would come off a $120 pay-per-view. Oh, man, let that please. I know it ain't going to happen. I know Jake Paul would never fight Teofimo Lopez, but I swear I would put $120 pay-per-view. It could charge that. I would buy that as soon as it hit the deck, bro. I wouldn't buy no ticket, okay? But I would buy the pay-per-view without a doubt. Oh, my, please. Please let me have that, bro. Please let me have that fight. Because Teofimo Lopez will kill that dude in that ring. Teofimo Lopez would hurt that boy so bad. Let him have it, bro. Supporting delusional boxers are wrong. Hey, nah. I mean, if you're riding with your fighter, ride with your fighter. I ain't got a problem with that. However, while you riding with your fighter, tell the truth. Okay? You know what I'm saying? When you ride with your fighter, you can still tell the truth. All right? You don't have now. Here's the thing. Kill him, bro. Oh, Fahim Sator said I would buy that shit twice. Yeah, oh my God. I'm telling you, man, I might auction off at free ticket. I might be super chatting you. Like, you know, like that. No, hey, let me contribute to this fight for you to watch this fight. We need to support this. I cannot stand that dude, Jake Paul. Hey, man, we got 436 people in the build, likes in the building. We got over 700 in the building, man. Hit them like buttons, man. Hit them likes button, bro. Hit them likes. Johnny Black in the building said, anytime I come on here, you barely even touch on the title of your videos. Johnny Black, I have talked about that a whole time. What are you talking about? It's a 2.5 hour video. Ask a question. We have talked about Teofimo. We're talking about Teofimo Lopez now. What do you mean? I barely touch on it. I talk about the topic for 2.5 hours, man. The conversation will move from here to there. It's based on what is said in the comment section, okay? Like right now, I'm talking about you telling me I didn't talk about it. I've talked about this whole time. Hey, put a 1 in the comment section if you've heard me talk about Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis in this video. Exactly. The comments will change the topic, man. You barely hit on. Leave a question, man. That's what it is. Anyway, people want to know all kind of things, man. Yeah, exactly. 2, Kel. See, that's a hater right there. Kel, all right. That's a hater right there. I should block you for that, too. See, them 2 will let you know who the haters are. Because you know dang well if you was in there listening, you heard that. Brooklyn Combat said, Fanon, I'm not a T.O. fan. Back up. Let me back this up and went. Fanon, I'm not a T.O. fan, but the kid has skills and only 24. If he gets a new trainer and tells his dad to sit in the stands, maybe he can get another strap. Exactly, he will get another strap. Absolutely. He's a good fighter, bro. That's not Teofimo Lopez in that ring yesterday. That's not him. That was just a bad fight. Bad night at the office. He had a bad year, bad night off the office, coming off a very long layoff. Get yourself a tune-up. Get yourself around. Get yourself right, and get back in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Love that this page talks to the comments. Thanks, Moses. Yeah, man, we do that. Absolutely, we do that, man. Super chats are appreciated, though, man, because they really do help the channel, and so are the Cash Apps. So if they hate, and I'll bite this off, cats, if they hate, donate, because it is important. Thank you very much, because it keeps the channel running. Otherwise, can't run the channel. Fahim Sator said, remember, they called Ali delusional, too. Yeah, but against who? I mean, what do they call? What do they call Ali delusional? Fanon, you not staying monogamous to the topic. Yeah, stay on point. Yeah, exactly, man. You ain't monogamous to the man. Y'all better get out of there with that monogamous boxing shit. Like I can't say, man. It's like, man, people be hurt when you don't like. when you halfway criticize one of their fighters, bro, they can't stand it. They come with them bots at you, brother. Burke's Law in the building said Puerto Ricans ain't Tio Hernandez, yeah, he's Honduran. Latinos keep a tight-knit family unit, not just Puerto Ricans. Hey, man. Keep that tight-knit family unit. Whatever the case is, but you better get a better trainer. You better get a better trainer because that ain't cutting it, homie. He ain't got any better. He didn't get any better. Honestly, he looked better in some ammo. He looked better in the sparring match against Gervonta Davis. No joke. He looked more skilled in the sparring match against Gervonta Davis in the amateurs than he did against George Kambosos. No joke. And I'm telling you, that's why Gervonta Davis, when Gervonta just said, hey, man, I was playing with you in that sparring match, it's like, yeah, man, he might have been. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Linwood Hall, man, much love, man. I appreciate that support, man. He said VA number 757 U.S. Marine Corps, support your big homie. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro, in the chat. All right, bro. Thank you so much, man. Said that was ages ago. He looked better ages ago. I'm just telling you, he looked better. He did. He looked better. He's working behind a jab. He was working behind a jab. He was running face first. Looked like he running face first behind George Kambosos. Tio needs to join the Juice Crew. Hey, man. Oh, yeah. There you go. Go on over there. Absolutely. Exactly where he needs to go. Eddie Reynoso. Does he speak Spanish? Does Teofimo Lopez speak Spanish? Somebody put in the chat, I've never heard him speak Spanish. Does he speak Spanish? His father sounds like he speaks Spanish. But does he speak Spanish? Going over there, man. Going over there to the Juice Crew. That'll do you right. Eddie Reynoso's good for it. Or Robert Garcia. Take your ass over there to Robert Garcia. Oh, he speaks Spanish. Say, yeah, he speaks Spanish. That's what's up. Yeah, then going over there, man. Going over to the Juice Crew, bro. Oh, he said, Abraham. Tyler said, not really. He speaks a little bit of it, not a lot of it. Whatever, man. Going over there, bro. He said, Troy King said, his father does. Yeah, that makes sense. He said, Robbie said, yeah, he can speak him. Look, he said, yeah, but sometimes you can speak a little Spanish, but you really, he said enough to communicate. Oh, okay. He speaks enough to, kind of like Lomachenko. Kind of like Lomachenko speaks English, like that. Okay. Linwood Food said, you say Bud is number one pound for pound for you, but you have Spence beating him. Shouldn't Spence be pound for pound then? No, he shouldn't. That's a different reasoning. Not for me. He could be. It's nothing preventing Errol Spence from being pound for pound number one, but he's not moved up weight classes. He's not moved up weight classes. He's in the same weight class that he was when he started. He's a welterweight. Let me put it this way. If Terrence Crawford's number one pound for pound, right? If he goes and he moves up and he fights David Benavidez, he's going to lose to David Benavidez. See the logic? You can be number one pound for pound, but that does not mean you're going to beat everybody. That's just talking about whether or not you're the best all-around fighter in the world. That's where I am. Much love in that super chat, Moses. Thank you so much for the support, bro. He said, my issue is when boxers can't accept a loss. It tells me they won't try to improve. I was at the Garden, paid my ticket, won't be going to the next TO fight. Hey, man, it's going to be cheap tickets. You sure there's going to be some cheap tickets, bro? Hey, man, can we get the likes over 500, man? We got 700 people in the building. Let's get them likes. Let's get the likes over 500, bro. Robert Alexander said he does interviews in Spanish. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, I didn't know. I appreciate that, bro. He said, he's not mentally tough enough for Robert Garcia. That's where he needs to go. Or he speaks English, go to Derek James. He's big enough to spar Errol Spence. Go to Dallas, go to Derek James. Great place to go. Go to Derek James. He'll tighten all that up. Jose Rodriguez said, yeah, he speaks Spanglish. He speaks Spanglish. Yeah, it's like, man, he's because he's not native to the soil. He's a New Yorker. He's a New York guy. He's a New York dude from Honduras. Fanon, pound for pound means best boxer regardless of weight class. No, what do you mean? Best boxer? No, it doesn't. Oh, but even if it does mean that to you, okay, the best boxer. So do you think he's going to beat Jermell Charlo? It can't mean he's the best boxer. Does that mean, or like he's going to beat everybody? You think Lomachenko's going to beat Deontay? Do you think literally for real that Terrence Crawford is going to beat Deontay Wilder? You think that? That's tough. That's real tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tio's actually from Florida. His dad is from New York. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, bro. King. Oh, that's right. That's why he's doing all that amateur stuff and bringing him to that stuff in Florida. Okay, that makes sense. Johnny Black said, and Crawford gets hurt by Charlo when he moves up to 154. It's like, yeah, man, like that's as far as that pound for pound stuff goes. For me, I listened to what Scrapbook Boxing said, and I ain't seen Scrapbook Boxing's videos in a while. Hope he's doing well. Haven't talked to that crew in a while either, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great sparring for him because he could fight, because he could spar Jermell Charlo and he could spar Errol Spence Jr. And if he wanted to, he could get in there with Marcus. He could get in there with Marcus Brown. Very, very good camp over there. Definitely need to consider that, bro. But yeah, man, that is not really going to pop off, bro. As far as being, you know, the pound for pound meaning that you can beat any fighter in boxing. Because if that's the case, the pound for pound champ is either going to be Alexander Usyk or Tyson Fury. Then that's your pound for pound champion, which is why I never put heavyweights in. That's why I don't put heavyweights in the conversation. Because it's like, come on, bro. Hey, y'all, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. It's important. We got 508, man. Let's get them likes over 600. Yeah, and he got Frank Martin, too. Yeah, he got Frank Martin, too. Deontay L. Steed said, checking in from Cincinnati, Ohio. Love the channel for It's appreciated. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for liking the channel. Hit that like button, man. Definitely hit that like button. King Lowe said, I don't know. Paul, Tio, B. Taylor, still highly. Oh, Paul, Tio, B. Taylor. I don't know. You gotta repeat. You gotta repeat that, bro. Second generation Americans always barely speak parents' native language. Yeah, I mean, because they spend all their time speaking English. Spend all their time speaking English. But Mexicans be on it, though. A lot of Mexicans be on it. Well, I don't know because I don't speak Spanish. There you go. Burke's Law said, didn't Sonny Liston think Cassius Clay was crazy? Didn't old media think Cassius Clay was delusional for thinking he could beat Liston? Yeah, but here's the difference. Muhammad Ali was an Olympic gold medalist who had already beaten Archie Moore and was a much taller, much longer, and a much better fighter. They just thought that he couldn't hit. Everybody knew he could fight. They just didn't think he could beat him. It wasn't like Muhammad Ali. It wasn't like Cassius Clay came up and nobody thought he was a good fighter. That's not, you know why? Because he was the number one contender. And back then, the number one contender was is like a champion is now. Because these guys, there's only one belt. And he had already beat all the top contenders. That's how he got the shot against the guy. That's how he got the shot. He had already beaten all the top guys. He was already selling out stadiums. He's a big name, right? Because he was an Olympic gold medalist. So they just thought that he was a loudmouth and that he couldn't, because his fighting style wasn't traditional, that he didn't hit hard, that Sonny Liston was just going to go through him and knock him out. You know what I mean? They picked the brawler over the boxer, and the boxer got him. Allison Randolph said, Tio's dad drinking too much of that J-Lo juice. Ooh, he better leave that alone. He better get a real trainer if he wants to beat Taylor or Regis. Exactly. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, you got to get rid of, bro. Yeah, you got to get rid of that, bro. He's definitely got to get rid of that. Much like, man, thank you so much for supporting in the super chat, bro. Also, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Because I know we ain't got 600 likes, man. We got 537 likes, man. Can we get them likes over 600? Be greatly, greatly appreciated, man. Moses Berselli said, that's because Mexican neighborhoods speak mostly Spanish. In New York City, it is much different because our neighborhoods are more diverse. Bronx native. Okay, that's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ron Miller said they thought a 22-year-old Ali was fighting Liston too soon. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's like it's too soon for him. But they knew the kick. I mean, the dude was everybody knew he was a great fighter. Like, you have Rocky Marciano talking about him like he's a great fighter. I mean, he said it before the Liston fight. Rocky Marciano said he can be one of the greatest heavyweights ever. And Rocky Marciano said that before the Liston fight. Because he was like, yeah, I don't know about him touching, like his style or whatever. But he's like, no, he can be one of the. He's like, nah, he's a great fighter. He can be the greatest heavyweight ever. And they said that about Ali before the Liston fight. There wasn't no joke, bro. He didn't pull out, I must be the greatest out of nowhere. He was saying he was the greatest because people saw him coming up in the amateurs, saw him win the Olympic gold medal, saw him turn heavyweight, and Archie Moore was working with him. Archie Moore, who's one of the greatest fighters at the time, said, look, man, that is a spoiled brat, and he needs a good whooping, but I don't know who's going to give it to him. That's what Archie Moore said about him. He said, hey, man, he said, no, that boy is like that. He needs a whooping, but I don't think anybody can give him one, is what he said. He's just too much. He's an extra special talent, man. Just Do Boxing says, salute Fanon. What's your thoughts on the lack of instructions given to Teo by his father? He was all over the place. That he needs a new trainer. And then he panicked in the corner and he didn't know what to do. They didn't have a game plan. They said they did not have a gun. They did not have a gun. They didn't have a game plan for the fight, and it showed that they didn't have a game plan. They're supposed to work out how you're going to beat this particular guy. What is his strengths? What doesn't he like? If you listen to what Eddie Reynoso says, Eddie Reynoso said, don't worry about it. He's going to walk into it soon. He said, give it a couple rounds, and he's going to walk into this because he's going to start doing that. And they watch his patterns and they see what he likes and what he doesn't like. And they make a game plan based off what they like to do and what that guy's tendencies are and get him ready for the fight. You know what I mean? Do a detailed breakdown of the guy. And they said they didn't have a game plan for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you get a real trainer, bro. You don't get, especially when you got a trainer game planning for you. Because obviously they game plan for him. Something fierce. You know what I'm saying? Burke's Law in the building, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I know it's out there. You're talking about the Gary Antuanne Russell fight with Teofimo Lopez? Yeah, I know it's out. With Jaron Ennis. I know it's out there, though. Hey, man, come on, man. Let's get these likes over 600, man. We got 551, man. I know y'all in here. What's this? Go Millionaire Mindset. I think he really does need a new trainer. Absolutely. He needs to go to Derek James. He's the guy that's got room. There's not enough room over there with Eddie Reynoso. There's not enough room really over there, and I don't even know if he's got the size of fighters that he needs over there with Robert Garcia. But if he goes over there and bucks it, goes with a black trainer over there, or you know who else he could go with? Man, go with what's his name? Out of DC. Dude out of DC. The guy that was in Sean Porter's corner. You can go with him. What's the guy's name was in Sean Porter's corner from Headbangers Gym? What's the dude's name from Headbangers Gym? I'm definitely getting old, bro. I'm forgetting way too many people's names, man. But yeah, he can do that. But yeah, absolutely. Now, first loss, he doesn't need a new trainer. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Dude, did you see his father not even get, Barry Hunter, thank you very much. Did you see New Light? Come on now. We there already? Are we there already? Come on, man. Gary Antuanne Russell is too good a fighter for y'all to be clout chasing Jaron Ennis that early. He's got to get more fights. What does he got, man? Hold on, man. Gary Antuanne Russell does not have 20 fights. Hold on. Gary Antuanne Russell. Let that boy season a little bit, but y'all don't want to even let that boy season nothing. 14 fights, bro, and 14 KOs. Whoa, what? Running that streak, bro. Wow, 14 for 14. Killing it. Yeah, he does. That's what's up. All right, 14 for 14. Look real sharp. Oh, he calls him out? Okay, hey, man. He already beat Gervonta in the amateurs. Look, man, he's at 147. Leave my Gervonta Ennis alone, bro. I'm monogamous at 147. No, I'm kidding. That's somebody asked me who my favorite prospects are. My favorite prospects are in different weight classes. Okay? I don't have one particular prospect that is my favorite. However, if I had to pick one, it'd be Gervonta Ennis. However, at heavyweight, most definitely Jared Anderson. At heavyweight. I don't care about cruiserweight. I wish they'd get rid of the division. At light heavyweight, I don't really know. At light heavyweight. At 168, I would have to say, more than likely, Dave Morrell. I like Dave Morrell at 168. At 160, favorite prospect at 160, I'm saying David Benavidez, bro. David Benavidez. Because, boy, I'm going to treat you like you're a prospect till you hold on to the belt, man. Only two-time champion prospect in boxing history. Giving it to David Benavidez. And then at 154, I don't know, man. Xander Zayas. Who's at 154? Xander Zayas, that Puerto Rican kid. I like him. Oh, 168, excuse me. Yeah, 168. Yeah, I get that to Dave Morrell. I also like Berlanga, but I like Berlanga. I know that's a little bit of a favorite. I know David Benavidez at 160, so Morrell at 168. At 160, thank you very much. That he's at 168. 160. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know. That's tough. I gotta look up that. Xander Zayas. Nah, and Munguia. I don't like Munguia. Munguia gonna get knocked out. I like at 154 Xander Zayas, for the lack of somebody else to me to think about. Oh, also I like Money Pal. If Money Pal can ever get a fight. If they give Money Pal a shot. If they ever give Money Pal another shot, I like Money Pal at 168. Or 160 if he can get down there. Yeah, you talking about Fundora. Fundora, but 6'7" to Fundora. But, I think Fundora, it's kind of like a comic book. I don't know what to think of him. I think he's going to get knocked out. Too tall for that weight division, and he needs to get out the weight division. You're 6'7", you draining, Blake, that's Fundora. Blake Irving said, who's the 6'6" guy at 154? That's Fundora. That's Fundora. Absolutely. Yeah, stamina and all that. I ain't really worried about him like that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Thank you for correcting me on David Benavidez. Yeah, I messed that up. 168. At 160, I can't speak on 160 right now. Is Ryan Garcia? Absolutely, Ryan Garcia is still a prospect. Absolutely, he's a Ryan Garcia's a prospect. Absolutely. But I don't think he'll beat Michelle Rivera. I don't think he beats Michelle Rivera. And honestly, bro, I'll give me Michelle Rivera over Kambosos. Oh, I don't know, man. Who you guys got moving Michelle Rivera and Kambosos? Moses said, for now, why did you say the zone is done? Because they said they're pulling the funding from U.S. boxing. The zone, the network's not done. They're going to keep putting on fights. But they said that they're removing funding. They're taking funding away. The CEO of the zone said that they were losing money on American boxing and that they don't think that it's smart for them to continue to invest on it. So they're probably going to, what I said was they're probably going to use their budget this year, and then you're going to see even fewer fights, U.S. fighters on there next year. So, yeah, I mean, as far as the United States, as far as DAZN, the entity, I don't think they're actually going to shut down DAZN, the entity. And you'll probably get a good fight here and there, but it's not, their growth strategy is not the United States anymore. That's why I meant by that, man. Oh, I got to see more of Lorenzo Truck. I got to see more of Lorenzo Truck Simpson. If I did that, I'd be bandwagoning, bro. I say they need to go trash anyways. Well, you know, they did give us that Kambosos fight. That was joyful. I mean, honestly, DAZN has given me some great fights. I have to admit, like, you know, when DAZN came around and Eddie Hearn was talking all that stuff, and they didn't sign any really good fighters, I got to tell you, man, they've really impressed me by how many times I've got to see UK fighters lose on that network. And it is really, I'm telling you, made my day. If it was not for DAZN, I would not have been able to see Josh Warrington get laid out by Vargas. You know what I'm saying? If I did not get DAZN, I wouldn't have got to see Josh Warrington lose the second time to Vargas because he got cute and was trying to rough him up and accidentally cut him before the end of the fourth round. So the fight was declared a no contest. And he didn't get his belt back. I mean, bro, if I had not had DAZN, I would not have been able to see Charlie Edwards down there lose to Cesar Martinez and for the UK to lose that belt. If they had not had DAZN, I would not have been able to see Anthony Joshua get beat by either Andy Ruiz or Alexander Usyk. Man, I'm telling you, they are like a treasure trove of UK fighters losing. I would not have got an opportunity to see them talk all that smack about Kid Galahad just for him to get beat by Kiko Martinez. Seriously, man, like just the look on Eddie Hearn's face every time one of his fighters lose was worth the money for me, bro. I just got to be honest with that. I really did not like Eddie Hearn. I did not appreciate all of this when Anthony Joshua was winning, all this smack talk coming out of the UK about how American boxing's not dominating anymore and it's UK boxing is on top of the world and we've got the best fighters and all that garbage. Just to see them all get beat by a bunch of journeymen from Mexico. Had to love it, bro. No joke. Oh, except for it wasn't a journeyman from Mexico. It was a top tier, lower top tier heavyweight that knocked out AJ in New York. Come on, man. That shit is priceless, man. How could you not love that? You know what I'm saying? Cy Gray said, anybody believe in Isaac Cruz? Let me tell you something, man. I saw that kid fight. That kid can fight. That is a rough fighter who definitely gonna go in there throwing them hands, bro. And he looked good against the southpaw. I think he's a decent fighter, man. I'll take the fight. You know? Hector Sella said, top fighter at 140, hands down, is Gary Antuanne Russell. Really? You think he can beat Josh Taylor already? Too bad Josh Taylor's going to move up and he'll never get the chance to fight him. Gary Antuanne Russell's my favorite prospect in 140 for sure. For sure. Super sharp. Said Kiko Martinez ain't no journeyman. He's he's Spanish, bruh. Excuse me. I didn't say he wasn't Spanish. I said I got to see a bunch of Mexican journeymen beat UK fighters. And I mentioned them. As far as losing to Kiko Martinez, absolutely I understand Kiko Martinez is not Mexican. He's Spanish. But if you do not think Kiko Martinez is a journeyman, you are nuts. Because he got knocked out by Gary Russell Jr. Who else knocked him out? Somebody who else? Let me see who the other IBF champion, who the other champion was that knocked out Kiko Martinez. Kiko Martinez. And I did not say that he was Mexican. I said when the Mexicans I was talking about were Julio Cesar Martinez, Vargas, Vargas, Andy Ruiz, and a series of other ones whose names shall remain. Yeah, 43-10. 43-10. With losses to Barrett, knockout loss to Gary Antonio Russell, Mark Vidal. Oh, that was a draw. Lost to Josh Warrington. Got knocked out by Leo Santa Cruz. Got knocked out by Scott Quigg. Got beat by Carl Frampton. Got knocked out by Carl Frampton. Lost to unanimous decision to, now we're back in the year 2009, where he lost 3 out of 6 fights in 2009. Let's see. Yeah. If that is not a journeyman, my friend, what is? He's not a journeyman anymore now. He's the IBF champion now. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, bro. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I never called him Mexican. I know he's Spanish. Anyway, it was really fun to watch the fighters lose. Okay, the only one that I want to win is actually Sonny Edwards, who I think is a good dude. I like Sonny Edwards. I'll root for Sonny Edwards. However, UK dudes talk too much smack. Now, Zacharias B. Derek James has monsters in his gym. I don't know if Teo can survive in that gym. He clowns. Yeah, exactly. But that he can. Yeah, he can. He clowns too much. Them boys ain't playing in that gym. Exactly. He be sitting right there with dudes that ain't playing. In some heat with some guys that ain't playing. And he ain't doing that corny footwork, southpaw to right, all of that nonsense he was doing. Absolutely. Been telling you for everybody forever, Teofimo was not that good. What's that? Stephen Bracey said, I'm not black, I'm light skinned. What? Who said? Where'd that come from, bro? How can a journeyman be a 3-time world champion in 2 different weight divisions, bro? How can a journeyman be that? By continually getting knocked out for title shots. That's how. What do you want me to call him? Was he a contender? Oh, is he a gatekeeper? Okay, he's a gatekeeper. Does that make you feel better? He's a gatekeeper? What do you want me to say? He's a gatekeeper and not a journeyman. Where's his... He won 1 championship. He's not 2-time. He's 1-time. He held the IBF mandatory. He held the IBF. He held the IBF. Hold on. Yeah, he won the IBF bantamweight title. And in 2013, bro. 2013. And he got knocked out in 2014. 7 years ago, bro. 7 years ago. He held 1 title 7 years ago. And he got knocked out by everybody else. But okay, call him a gatekeeper. If you don't want to call him a journeyman. Tomato to me, bro. But whatever. What's your outlook on the Haney fight this weekend, Fanon? My lookout. Oh, I think he's going to win. I want to see him knocked out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn Comment said, thank you for your reservation. What is that? Nah, man, I think Tio would do well with Reynoso. He needs structure, period. They definitely going to whoop his ass for sure. Getting him in line. Love the show, by the way. Thanks, man. I mean, anywhere he goes, bro. But look, let's get to the Devin Haney. Let's get to the Devin Haney stuff. Let me check these likes, though, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Come on, let's get the likes over 600, bro. We'll really be appreciative, man. Oh, so sorry, no worries, man. James Mills said, Tio and Tank rely on their power too much. What's going to happen when that power doesn't work? I want to see Tank fight when he's frustrated. When he frustrated Cruz, he can get knocked out. I don't know, man. I don't think that really applies to Gervonta Davis. I don't think Gervonta Davis relies on his power too much. I don't. I think he's a very good fighter, man. He does not. He takes his time. He will outbox you. He's very good defensively. He's very responsible defensively. I don't really see that, man. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Pereira said, you putting too much on Haney. What do you mean? I'm putting too much on him. I mean, it's Jojo Diaz, man. Devin Haney can fight, man. Devin Haney is a good fighter. Very, very good fighter. He can definitely control the range. The guy is he's got a sharp jab, very fast hands. His footwork is his excellent footwork. He's a very, very good fighter. I'm not saying that Jojo Diaz doesn't have a chance to win the fight. I think he does, but he's going to have to be able to cut the ring off on Devin Haney and make Devin Haney sit down and fight him. Devin Haney sometimes does get, on those wheels. You know what I mean? He does. He can. I mean, the man's got, and he's got a great pair of wheels. He can fight from the outside and make it very, very difficult for you to ever hit him. So just on the strength of that alone, I give him the advantage over Jojo Diaz. Also, Jojo Diaz is not natural to that weight. Yeah, I don't care if he's the IBF champion or not. Stop. Fight Gary Russell and get knocked out again. I don't care if he got the IBF belt. So what? They're protecting that IBF belt over there in the UK. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you over and over and over again. I don't care. They got a little deal over there where they tuck that IBF belt and they're not defending that IBF belt against the best guy in the division. So what? I don't care if he's the IBF champion or not. He wasn't when the guy fought him, is what I said. He was a journeyman when he fought him. Or how about this? He wasn't even a gatekeeper. Get out of here. He's supposed to be an easy fight for him. He ain't no gatekeeper. Like, you don't be like, oh, yeah, how do you know that you can really make it and you're a big-time guy in that weight class? You beat Kiko Martinez? Man, stop acting like you thought Kiko. Man, get out of here on Kiko Martinez. Stop it. Kiko Martinez knocked out Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad was beaten by Josh Warrington, who had beaten an old Carl Frampton. Man, I don't care. Fight Gary Russell Jr. at that weight class. Until any of those dudes that don't fight Gary Russell Jr. at that weight class, I ain't trying to hear it. Get out of here. And guess what Kiko Martinez is going to go right back to do? Go get right back in the ring with Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad got cute, got knocked out. Exactly. Don't try to sell me no Kid Galahad. All right? No, excuse me. Don't try to send me Kiko Martinez. Kiko Martinez got knocked out by Gary Russell Jr. Kiko Martinez got knocked out by Leo Santa Cruz. Okay? When he fought against real featherweights, he got knocked out. Now, I'm not talking about these guys that Eddie Hearn is trying to recycle and count as a UK champion like Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington is a domestic level UK fighter. Domestic level UK fighter. Kid Galahad is a domestic level UK fighter. Stop. I ain't with that, bro. Oh, okay. Kate said I was talking about a previous IBF champion. Okay, thank you, bro. I'm on the dude that was trying to defend Kiko Martinez. First of all, I know Kiko Martinez. I did a video on the fight. I know Kiko Martinez. Laughing my tail off about the fact that dude knocked him out. They ain't put no Mexicans over there no more. You can better believe, bro, they ain't about to get that dude. They ain't going to get them dudes no more Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lead them, because I'm telling you, I would be arguing with this guy, Tom Gray, from Ring Magazine. Arguing with him. I mean, good guy, nice guy. Don't have a problem with him, bro. Oh, Ray Ford, I like Ray Ford. Ray Ford looked good this weekend. Ray Ford looked real good this weekend. I like Ray Ford. I like Ray Ford. Very, very good very, very good fighter. You talking about the dude that fought on the undercard of on the Showtime. He was on the Showtime card. Yeah, he looked good, bro. Real good. My boy Fanana, Truth, what's good, cuzzo? I'm chilling, man. You know what it is. Just asking y'all to hit the like button, man. You know, and if they hate, donate type stuff. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. All the good regular stuff. We talking this boxing, this unbiased boxing talk. I'm taking unbiased back. Because y'all ain't unbiased, bro. I've been listening. You guys ain't unbiased. You're pandering. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are listening, you're not unbiased. You're pandering. Pandering is not unbiased. Pandering is very biased. You're being unfairly prejudiced against the people that you ain't pandering for. You know what I'm saying? You pandering. You just whoever the best. Oh yeah, you're the man. Oh yeah, Tio, what? I'm taking that word back, man. Y'all don't know. If you was unbiased, you'd be getting sweat from both sides. You wouldn't have a bunch of fanboys running at you, loving you. Oh, I love you. You ain't unbiased, bro. You pandering is what you doing. 100% they ain't real boxing fans. Exactly, all of that. Exactly, bro. Pandering to cats. I will tell you I like Devin Haney, but at the same time, tell you I think Shakur Stevenson's gonna get him. You know what I mean? I can like Terrence Crawford at the same time, tell you I think Errol Spence is gonna get him. Think he's gonna get him. However, dude very well made, but I think he's the best pound for pound fighter in the world. That's what I think. The fuck is this? These dudes hawk. I swear to God, these dudes send me bills like it seemed like every 3 hours, bro. How are you gonna keep sending me bills every other day? I get something from this hosting site. Oh, it's a monthly. All right, it's monthly. Man, Zacharias, what is this? Zacchaeus B says, smash that like button and support our brother Martin, a.k.a. Fanon. Yes, man, please do. Need that. Need the likes, bro. Helps the videos a lot, man. I'm telling you. That is on the real, bro. That is on the real. I believe in that. I can't prove it, but I believe it. Hadrian Baker said, when you think Tank is going to fight a black fighter, and when he does, I'm there. When do I think he's going to fight a black fighter? I don't think he is. I don't know. I can't tell you. That's a long way off, bro. That's a long way off in the distance, man. I don't know. I don't think he is. That's the knock on Tank for me. I don't think he is. I don't think that they're going to do it. I think that they're going to continue having him fighting guys with Hispanic last names to the end of the day. Said Nichols, shock, he's American. Who is that? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think they're stuck in that mode. I think they believe that's what that is what sells. And since that's what sells, that's what they're going to do. And they're going to continue to do it over and 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 over again until the end of his career. Because there ain't nothing stopping him. Y'all keep buying the tickets. He's about as big as you can get down there. And that's what it is. Ryan Garcia, he'll fight Ryan Garcia. Can we count Ryan Garcia as a black dude? Can we give Ryan Garcia that Caleb Plant credit people was trying to give Caleb Plant? Man, bro, I was like, man, please do not tell me that Caleb Plant is black. Please. Because he got a mixed wife. Because he got a mixed wife and he speaks with a southern accent, which everybody does in Tennessee. And that is a white boy. Will you please, just a white boy, please do not put this ass whooping on black people, bro. I was like, man, please do not put this Caleb Plant ass whooping you about to take on black people. Stop hating on Tank. Bro, will you stop? See? That's why I'm telling you I'm truly unbiased. Stop hating on Tank. Look, man, somebody asked me when you think what black fighter do you see Tank fighting? When was the last black fighter Tank fought? And who's the next one? You let me know, okay? With Canelo, I knew it was a matter of time. And I said it with Canelo. I was like, Canelo's going to fight another black fighter. He fights black fighters. Much love in that super chat. Giovanni Walker said, Tank will fight a black fighter in 3 more fights. Okay, there you go. So 3 more fights. Raleigh is not black. Raleigh is not black by what you mean. Now, is Raleigh of African descent? Most definitely. Okay. Is Teofimo Lopez of African descent? More than likely. You know what I'm saying? However, that ain't what they talking about. What they mean is, can't get credit for Ryan. We can't make Ryan Garcia black like we did Caleb Plant. Can't get that, bro. Hey, Charm City Chuck said in due time. Exactly, in due time. And that bill ain't never coming due, bro. Look, I'm not saying he can't whoop black fighters, okay? Because, dude, Tank will whoop a black fighter. I don't know if there's any black fighters that can beat him. I'm going to say that. How about while let me give Tank his pub. Ain't no black fighters in his weight class going to beat him now. Devin Haney ain't beating him, I don't believe. Richard Commey ain't beating him, I don't believe. Only maybe Shakur. I think Shakur about the only one, bro. And I heard Shakur half Puerto Rican. So does Shakur count? Shakur light skin, his hair kind of curly, man. He may just be. Hey, breaking news. Shakur Stevens just came out as a Dominican. Shakur changed his name to Shakur Rodriguez. Shakur Rodriguez, and says that he is now Dominican in order to get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. That's what he needed to do. Oh my God, man. Shakur Yellowbone. Shakur's Dominican so he can get the fight, bro. He's Dominican for the fight. That's what he is, bro. Dominican for the fight. I said, Xavier Hen said, laugh me off, Plant Black. I missed that. Oh yeah, man. That was the runaround. That was the runaround joke, bro. The Caleb Plant ain't, Caleb Plant was black. Cause he has that urban feel, that urban vibe to him. I just think that he's a regular person who likes rap music and likes black women. Ain't nothing wrong with black women. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing not to like about them. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of people like black women. Ain't nothing wrong with black women. As I will attest to, because, that's what it is. That's what my wife is. I ain't got no problem. Said the yellow bone count. Hey, man. Canelo, yeah. He say a wigger. That's funny. Hey, man, hit that like button, man. Get these likes over 700, man. Come on, man. Hit the likes over 700 for your boy, man. Hit the likes over 700 for your boy. Cy Gray said Canelo is not going to fight Jamal or Boo Boo. Should Jamal stop ducking Boo Boo and just fight him? I think Canelo would be almost forced to fight the winner. Well, let me go, Cy Gray. Let me do this in pieces before I get to my man Jeffrey Brooks holding down the chat, bro. Thank you so much for your support, man. Let me just do this real quick and I get right to you, Jeffrey. Definitely will not skip out on you. Thank you guys for that. No, he's not going to fight Jamal or Boo Boo. No, he's not. Should Jamal stop ducking Boo Boo? Absolutely, he should stop. Man, when you just fight Boo Boo, like, get a rematch clause, okay? Make 2 fights. Get a rematch clause. Ain't no problems with give Boo Boo a rematch clause. You get a rematch clause. Make the fight, bro. Make the fight. It'll be a good fight. A whole bunch of people will tune in for the fight. Just don't have a fight on DAZN. Bring the fight over there put the fight on Fox. You know what I'm saying? Fight Boo Boo on Fox. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, he need to fight him. And I think Canelo would be forced, man. Nobody's going to force Canelo to do anything. Canelo, I'm trying to tell you, Canelo does not have to do anything. He is beyond boxing now. They have elevated him to the clouds. He got his sainthood during his lifetime. Okay? That's what he is. He's a walking saint. If he was in the Catholic Church, if he was a Catholic priest, he'd already be a saint. He wouldn't be the Pope. He'd be like, man, should we replace Jesus with this dude? Maybe. Yeah, let's replace Jesus with this dude. That's how ridiculous they are about Canelo Alvarez, bro. So no, he'll never be forced to fight those guys. Never. But he will fight black fighters. I will tell you that. He will fight black fighters. That is a knock on Canelo. That is a wrong knock. He fought Danny Jacobs. He's fighting this Makabu dude. He fought Lara. He fought Trout. He fought Kirkland. He fought a lot of black fighters. That's a bad rap on Canelo for that. Much love in that super chat to my man Jeffrey Books. He said, does Crawford being named #1 welterweight make a difference in the percentage talk when it comes to Spence? Just curious how it works. Not a lick. Not by rest. Ring Magazine did that. Not a lick. Not a lick. Not a lick. Not a lick. No chance. Nothing to do with it. In fact, bro, there's just nothing that is going to say, dude, that after 135,000, if those numbers are really 135,000 pay-per-view, there is nothing that is going to help him in a percentage talk. The only thing that I really think that Bud can really do is work on his guarantee. Which is why I'm saying, man, think your way through that. Get a bigger guarantee. Take more up front and less on the back end. Like, all right, here. I'll take a lower cut of the pay-per-view, but give me a higher guarantee. Right? Because if you're going to take the lion's share of the pay-per-view and the pay-per-view is going to be bigger because of me, I want more guarantee and get more guarantee. Get a bigger guarantee, try to negotiate for a bigger guarantee and try to get 40% of the pay-per-view. You might want that. You could actually make a safer bet for you. He can negotiate himself into a good situation, bro. You know what I mean? If he wants to. You know what I mean? If he wants to. Yeah, absolutely. Robert Johnson said, and it's on the come up. Yeah, man, I ain't hating on. But Robert, come on, man. Don't call me no Gervonta hater, man. I'm hating on everybody. Everybody say I'm a hater on everybody. Like, dude, I can't be hating on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can't be hating on everybody. No matter what I do, I'm hating on somebody. Man, Blake Irving in that super chat. Thank you, bro. Said, now for 9. You know DAZN is pushing every report to get Charlo to stay away from Canelo. Andrade needs to expose Eddie, racist Maddox. Chris Mannix, you talking about Mannix? GGG and Murata should be stripped. Boo-boo fights for DAZN. Let me tell you something, man. Chris Mannix is the most obnoxious guy in boxing. The #1 most obnoxious dude in all of boxing. This guy sits and tells, I don't know if they meant to do this, if that's their job, but turns around to Sergio Morris. That is the most ludicrous, ridiculous thing. Can't stand Chris Mannix, man. Chris Mannix is the worst. I don't know what I dislike more, Chris Mannix or Mike Coppinger's turtlenecks. I like Mike, man. It ain't that cold outside, man. The turtlenecks all up to your earlobes. Anyway, but yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, you know DAZN is pushing every report to get Charlo to stem away from Canelo. Andre needs to expose Eddie. Yeah, but dog, he's not gonna, because Eddie's getting them paychecks, bro. But he has been saying you need to push for this fight. Really, dude, those guys need to get Gennady Golovkin. Get the Gennady Golovkin fight. Do you think, Musa R said, do you think Cuban school boxing gets a bad rap? I don't think it has a bad rap. I think it's got a great rap. That's why they don't want to fight those fighters. But best thing that ever happened to Cuban fighting is Al Heyman. Because Al Heyman getting them Cuban fighters fights. When the rest of them they ain't going nowhere. Frankie Sanchez need to be with Al Heyman. Like, how did that work out? Like, that's Frankie Sanchez gonna learn. And so is your boy, what's his face? Jared Anderson. Man, but anyway, a lot of really good, man, but they got a lot of good fighters over there at Top Rank. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They got some good fighters at Top Rank. Hey, side grade in that super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for the support, man. Aaron Burton said, what's up, Fanon? Is it possible for you to believe, if possible, do you believe Gary can move up to 135 and make Tank his mandatory? What promotion company does Kambosos fight under? Kambosos fights is with Lou DiBella Entertainment. And do I think he can move up to become a mandatory for Tank? No. Because Tank is the WBA. He'd have to get like the WBA interim title or something. I think that'd be very difficult for him to have multiple fights at 135. I think that's tough, man. Honestly, man, I don't know what Gary Russell can do. His I think he's in a Rigondeaux situation, man. I think he's probably doing the best he can do, which is, look, I'm going to keep beating my mandatories here until one day one of these guys jump up here and fight me. You know, if he's going to move up in weight, he needs to move up in weight for the fight. You know, like if he's going to go to 130, it needs to be him moving to 130 for a championship fight. Like, I'm moving up to fight Oscar Valdez. If he moves up and fights Oscar Valdez, that's when he should move up for that belt. If he can move up to 130 and fight somebody for a belt at 130, then yeah, I think he should move up. But other than that, man, the best what he should is number one, take 2 fights a year. Beat up a bum. You know what I'm saying? Beat up a bum. So people will stop saying you don't fight. Kill that noise by taking more than 1 fight. He takes his mandatory and he's like, man, I don't feel like wearing my hands out or wearing my body down and getting all that wear and tear from fighting a guy that isn't any competition. Well, you know, that's something. Floyd did that for a while. Floyd spent maybe 2 years doing that, where he really wasn't, like, he fought like once a year. But, you know, make a little run of fighting 2 times a year. 2 times a year for 2 years. And then you kill all that. You never see Gary Russell Jr. fight stuff. And it'd be a lot easier to sell him and a lot easier to put pressure on people to make the fights with Gary Russell. His inactivity gives an excuse for people. And I do believe it's an excuse, but it's, you know, it's an excuse people readily use and use on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think he just needs to fight, bro. Blake Evan, man, much love in that super chat, bro. Says Shakur beats Lil B-Hop easily, I think. Hey, man, y'all, why don't you call him prime time, man? He don't like Lil B-Hop, man. He don't like Lil B-Hop. He don't like Lil B-Hop. He likes prime time. But yeah, I got Shakur over everybody 130. And now, you know what's funny, man? Shakur Stevenson clown. He's like, yeah, I remember seeing Brandon Figueroa right after Brandon Figueroa. He said Brandon Figueroa was beating up on Chris Colbert, bro. He said, I remember how he's beating him up after prime time. Right? He saw him right after he got beaten up by Brandon Figueroa. Or Brandon Figueroa. I saw Brandon Figueroa beat up prime time. I need to slow down, man. 96 baby, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for the support. It does mean a lot. 96 baby said, Fanon, who wins between Tank and Mr. Gary Russell Jr.? 50-50 fight. 50-50 fight. Good fight, 50-50 fight. 50-50 fight. I think they're around the same size. Maybe 51-49 for Tank because Tank is younger. You know what I mean? But a very good fight, very tough fight. I think that's a very tough fight for Tank at lightweight. And because he's not that much taller or bigger than Gervonta Davis. Something that's going to be very, very interesting about the fight with Isaac Cruz and Gervonta Davis is going to be that height difference and seeing how Tank deals with fighting with somebody shorter than him. Because I know that is a very rare occasion for him. And Isaac Cruz is used to fighting guys taller than him. You know what I mean? You got blocked, I'm sure, for all that stuff you did, right? Mr. Pandy? Somebody must have blocked you for that. Who do I think Ryan Garcia will fight next? I have no idea. What's he got, the interim title? Did he drop that interim title? Or he still has that interim title? Maybe, I don't know, could fight Devin Haney next. Shit, he could fight Kambosos. He's on DAZN. I wouldn't be surprised if he got the Kambosos fight. I'm serious. I would not be surprised at all if they screwed over Devin Haney and gave that Kambosos fight to Ryan Garcia. It could be Kambosos. I wouldn't be surprised. Seriously, if they were like, oh, who do we want to make the star? I'm going to tell you this. If it was Bob Arum and not Eddie Hearn, I bet you money Ryan Garcia get that fight and not Devin Haney. But you know, Ryan Garcia been out, so maybe they need a warm up or something. You said Ryan fighting his own insecurities. Yeah, something going on, but at least he got some sense. You know, that's the 3 Kings got some cats with some problems, bro. The 4 Kings, it looked like they dropping to the 2 Kings. Looking like they dropping to the 2 Kings. Sorry about that, man. I was wondering what this nonsense is on my. What is this? Brooklyn Combat said Tank, Garcia, Shakur, Haney have never proved themselves yet. Managers protect fighters too much. They let years pass without fighting, and these young fighters fight once a year. I agree with that, Brooklyn Combat. I do. And also, nice to see that you support all white fighters. Very nice way to be honest. I appreciate the honesty. I do. You know what I mean? I appreciate that honesty. I did see that comment. Didn't read it out loud. I was waiting to see if you were going to say something that was some common sense in it. You know what I mean? But if you want to do that, that's what's up. King Judah, stop Fanon. Gary is a fraud. He retired when the competition got better. He didn't want to take Haney or Shakur. Are you smoking something, King Judah? What are you smoking? Devin Haney's not even in the same weight class as him. Gervonta Tank Davis has never been in the same weight class as him. The only one in the same weight class with Gervonta Davis was Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson fought 2 fights and got out of the weight class and left the weight class. Please remove, and I'm going to tell you this directly. Please remove this from yourself. Okay? You got to stop being, believing everything everybody tells you, homie. Gary Russell Jr. has been fighting once a year since before those guys turned pro. That he always fights once a year. But let me remind you again, he is a featherweight. He is a 126-pound fighter. He is not a 130-pound fighter, and he is not a 135-pound fighter. Tank Davis has never fought at 126. Gary has never fought at 130. Devin Haney has never fought at 130 or 126. Gary Russell Jr. has never fought at 130 or 135. Can you respect a champion enough to talk about people in his own weight class? Because you sound real casual right about now. You sound real fanboyish right about now. If Devin says he ducked me, doesn't make it so. Gary, I guarantee you've never even heard Tank say Gary Russell's name. So how did the competition get better when that competition you're mentioning wasn't even in his weight class? King Judah, you got to grow up, man. Seriously. Stop hating on the man. You just hate on Gary Russell, and that's it. Stop being a hater, man. There's no duty that he has to go to. I guess he should have fought Teofimo Lopez too, right? Oh, who else did he duck? He ducked Errol Spence too. Who else he duck? Is he running from Jaron Ennis too? Maybe he's ducking from Alexander Usyk. Why don't you? Gary didn't fight Gallagher. It's competition's getting real stiff at cruiserweight. Gary don't want no smoke at cruiserweight. Dude, will you learn boxing, please? Some basic fundamentals, like weight classes. Like a weight class. I guess, yeah, exactly. He ducked Deontay Wilder. Seriously, say Gary ducking Deontay. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, stop hating on that man, bro. Stop hating on him. Gary didn't fight Deontay Wilder. Once that competition got hot. You know what I'm saying? Once Demetrius Andrade got them belts, he didn't want no smoke with Demetrius Andrade. Seriously, bro. Oh, he said King Joe, he fought Loma and Jojo Diaz years ago. He not running from anybody. He said, dude, he literally beat up the guy that Devin Haney is fighting now at 135. He beat him at 130. He beat him at 126, bro. That dude can fight, bro. He said, bro, that little kid fights every 3 years at Russell. I mean, dude, no, he doesn't. He fights every year. He fights every year against a mandatory, bro. He fights guys in his weight class mandated to fight him. So what if he fights every 3 years? Who should he fight? I'm going to ask you again. Red Tiger, who should he fight? Who in his weight class was he supposed to fight? Red Tiger. Who was he supposed to fight? Every time y'all say that if he fights once a year, tell me who he didn't fight in his weight class. Tell me who he didn't fight. And who do you want to see him fight? Said blood pressure is high. Be careful, y'all. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, shit. No, I'm not good. Actually. Zacharias B said, Gary Russell calls. Hey, hold on 1 second, man. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Y'all goofy as F talking down on Gary Russell. I mean, dude, you know what? Dude, they just using, look, this is what the thing is, man. You listen to that line of reasoning that came from all that stuff related to Devin Haney. That's where you on. You probably got two boxing fans. But anyway, who should he fight again? Because I can tell you who other people should fight, bro. Said King Judah, you out of here. They threw, there you go. King Judah, he does fight. He does fight. He does fight. And I'm not asking you to support him. You don't have to support him. But dude, don't make up shit and say he's ducking guys that ain't even in his weight class. You don't have any reason to say what you said. Come on. Okay, I like that. He needs to move up to 130 to fight Valdez or Shakur, right? Do you realize both of those guys were in his weight class at 126 and wouldn't fight him? Oscar Valdez was at 126 and Oscar Valdez would not fight Shakur. I mean, Oscar Valdez is at 130 and would not fight Gary Russell Jr. Shakur Stevenson was at 126 and would not fight Gary Russell Jr. And they both moved up. Y'all are haters. I'm done. Dude, keep saying what you're saying, but you know you haters, though. There ain't nothing that dude is doing wrong other than being blackballed, bro. It's called being blackballed, is what it's called. Thank you very much. When all of the other champions in your division, none of them will fight you, and they come in the division, winning the belt in the division, and leave. When you can name 5 or 6 champions, Leo Santa Cruz wouldn't fight him. Everybody in his own generation, the guys the same age as him, who are Carl Frampton, Leo Santa Cruz, Scott Quigg. Was it Scott Quigg? Yeah, Scott Quigg. And the other guy, and those other UK dudes wouldn't fight him. Look, man, y'all make it whatever. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. He ain't active enough for what? He's not. Hey, look, he's not active enough for what? When do you guys ever bring this shit up with anybody else? Seriously. He's not active enough? What cornball shit are you on? When have you ever, who else in boxing have you ever said is not active enough? Oh, he's a champion, but he's not active enough. He's not active enough for what? Not active enough for what? He's got a belt. He defends it as his mandatory. You want him to fight against them? You want to fight him against bums? You telling me that these guys deserve more credit because they're fighting nobodies? Because they fight their mandatory and somebody doesn't have a chance? That makes them a better fighter than somebody that's fighting their mandatory? Who have any of these guys fought? Period. But you're happy because they didn't fight, because they fought two nobodies instead of one? Man, y'all sound ridiculous, bro. Seriously. I don't even get, how do you get that shit out your mouth? You don't know who he should fight, but when you name who he should fight, those guys duck him. You won't acknowledge that the man is ducked, but for Devin Haney, Devin Haney's ducked. When's Devin going to fight somebody? Use the same standard. I like Devin, but he never fights anybody. He never fights anybody. I like Shakur, but he never fights anybody. I like Devin, but he never fights anybody. Everybody he fights is mismatches. He just doesn't fight good enough competition for me. Is that reasonable? And I mean it. Devin Haney, I like him as a fighter, but he never fights anybody. All he ever does is, no, it doesn't matter. What do you mean here earlier in his career? What difference is that? Don't make no excuse. Either he's fighting people or he's not. Don't make excuses. That's what you do. You jump off and you make an excuse for somebody else. No, they're not. Who are they fighting? Who? Who are they fighting? He's fighting Gary Russell's leftovers. Gary Russell already beat him. Who's he fighting? Teofimo Lopez just got beat by George Kambosos. Ryan Garcia ain't fighting nobody. He's not fighting anybody. They're not. I didn't say anything about race, Daniel Gaddis. You got to go. Nobody said anything about race. Get out of here, bro. Okay? Nobody said anything about race. Gary Russell Jr. is a black fighter. Devin Haney's a black fighter. Gervonta Davis is a black fighter. Nobody said anything about race but you. What I'm saying is it's a fanboy thing. And I mean it. It's a fanboy thing. You can't tell me, hey, if Brandon Figueroa will fight him, fight Brandon Figueroa. If he'll fight him. But if Brandon Figueroa won't fight him, do not blame him. Okay? It's just ridiculous, bro. Exactly. Tank ain't. But Tank. Yeah. Man, look, dude, they ain't even coming from the Tank folk. Tell you, I know who that's coming from, bro. That's nothing but those are Devin Haney, bro. You know damn well you a Devin Haney fan on that. And that's where you coming from on that Gary Russell Jr. shit. But you come up with the same lame excuses. It's lame to say that a man is getting ducked. The man is ducked, doesn't fight enough. Guess what happened to Guillermo Rigondeaux? You think Guillermo Rigondeaux's not active enough? Yeah, because nobody will fight him. He spent all the way till he's 37 years old and has to leave his weight class, go up 2 weight classes to fight him. Yeah, and I bet you he don't fight him. Bet you. And he ain't gonna bet you he don't fight him. Bet you he won't fight him. Bet you money he wouldn't fight him. Bet you money he won't fight him. Go up there and go right up there, go up to that weight class and fight everybody but him. Exactly. Who Demetrius Andrade fight? Guys that get ducked are getting ducked. Don't blame a guy for getting ducked. Because I'm telling you, it wouldn't make a difference. Because if he fought some other guy you never heard of, you'd say he never fights anybody. Who's this guy? Who's that guy? Who's this guy? Who did he fight? That's what they said to Deontay Wilder, right? Deontay Wilder fought twice a year. But what? They didn't say, oh, he didn't fight. They just turned it to, he never fought anybody. Oh, yeah, he's never fought. He fights 2 times a year, very active. All of a sudden, he don't fight none of those guys were any good. None of those guys are in the top 10. And that's what you say against the guys Gary Russell Jr. would have to fight. He'd have to wear himself out fighting a bunch of guys, a bunch of dudes he can beat, stay in training camp all year, to still not get the fights. Anyway, I get tired of that crap. If you're gonna, it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay. The fact of the matter is, Gary Russell Jr. has fought better competition than Devin Haney has, and that's a fact because he did fight Vasily Lomachenko, and he did fight Jojo Diaz at Jojo Diaz's real weight. No, he did not. Used to be undisputed. Never. Gary Russell Jr. was never the undisputed 126-pound champion. The only belt that he ever held was the WBC championship, and he's held it. He's the longest reigning champion in boxing. Longest reigning champion in boxing. But if I said Devin Haney ain't fought nobody, he's always so young. He's so young in his career. He's been a pro for, was it 4 years now or 5 years? Right? You got an excuse for him not fighting nobody. Because he hasn't fought anybody. And at the end of this weekend, he still wouldn't have fought nobody. Right? But why hasn't he fought anybody? Because they won't fight him. If that continues to play itself out, which I have a suspicion it will, I don't believe George Kambosos. I don't believe him and George Kambosos. I have to see that. They have to announce that fight for me to believe that fight. But it can happen in a couple months. Oh, he said he should be undisputed if they would have fought him. Dude, he can't get the IBF belt, bro. When somebody asked Eddie Hearn about Kid Galahad fighting Gary Russell Jr., he said, well, yeah, but Gary Russell Jr. only fights every 6 years. As if you offered Gary Russell Jr. to fight, he wouldn't take the fight. It's just a bunch of made up stuff, bro. In my opinion. You know? But anyway, it's all love. Appreciate y'all. Hey, man, y'all hit the like button, man. Let's see if we can get these likes over 800, man. Hit these like, man, because we know we got the people that came through, bro. So hit that like button, man. My man, Copper Aborigine said, oh, that's not to me. That's not to me. Raw and real fight form. What they're doing is fighting who they put in front of them just so they can say at least stay active and sharp. They can't wait for big names to pick up the phone bill. Still got to get paid. Bro, Gary Russell Jr. gets paid. Why I'm not watching? Gary Russell Jr. gets over $1 million a fight. Gary Russell already gets over $1 million a fight. He gets $1 million a year and is not hurting for money. And he's very sharp every time he fights. King Judah, shut up. If you mention that one more time, dog, I'm throwing you out of here forever. Do not do that again. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't even think I can do anything but block you. Yeah, I can. I'm going to time you out, bro. Don't do that anymore. I'm tired of arguing with stupidity, bro. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that whole line, okay? Gary sent me the contract. Yeah, he did. And he said he sent it right. He said it was a contract. And not, he said it was a binding contract, is what he said. Anyway, he's the longest reigning because the belt hostage and not fighting. He fights once a year, bro. He fights once a year. He's defending his belt. He has an obligation to fight who the WBC tells him to fight. That's his obligation. The voluntaries, that's voluntary. That's a nice to have. As long as you beat your mandatory, you're the champion. Guess what happened to Teofimo Lopez? Fought his mandatory, didn't he? What happened to Teofimo Lopez when he fought his mandatory? He lost. What happened to Anthony Joshua when he fought his mandatory? He lost. Didn't he? You'd be surprised how many times people lose to their mandatories. Because the mandatory is the guy that's ranked highly in your division. So, he has been championed by beating the top guy in his division on a consistent basis. He does not have a franchise belt, friend. He doesn't have the franchise, WBC franchise. Yeah, he's been that way for a reason because he's a very good fighter, bro. Your mandatory is the hard fight. The mandatory is the hard fight, which is why Canelo Alvarez didn't take his mandatories. Canelo don't like mandatories. Canelo dropped that IBF belt so he didn't have to fight Sergey Devchenko, who was his mandatory, right? Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. AJ didn't like that mandatory against Alexander Usyk. Didn't like it at all. No. Kambosos, Teo didn't like that mandatory. Very, 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 very tough fight, that mandatory. Especially when you get a good mandatory. Right? Sean, toughest fight that Terrence Crawford has had at welterweight came from his mandatory. Mandatory. You are mandated to fight him. He's fighting his mandatories. The mandatory is the tough fight. The voluntary is the one you crap off. Yeah, it is. So how exactly is it something wrong with him by beating his mandatory every year? He doesn't even get to choose who he fights. The WBC chooses who he fights. He's not picking fighters. He's fighting whoever they send to him. Isn't he? What's wrong with that? Yeah, because Floyd would leave. Floyd would leave. If he didn't want the mandatory, he could do something else. He can drop a belt if he didn't want the mandatory. But mandatories are not the easy fights, bro. Mandatories are the hard fights. Or at least they're supposed to be, because it's the guy that is supposed to be the tie. It's the number 1 through the number 3 guy. It's the number 1 through the number 3 guy. So you're trying to blame him because he's fighting guys. He doesn't even get to pick who he fights. He's not chosen a fighter. You talk about people cherry picking. Gary Russell Jr. hasn't even had a choice of who to fight since he got to the weight, since he got the hands on the belt. He didn't pick who to fight for the belt, and he has not got to pick. He has never gotten the fight he wanted in his career. Called for a fight, he's never gotten a call, never gotten a fight he's asked for. It's serious, man. But y'all go ahead and read them. Go ahead and read the press on him, man. Keep reading that press, bro. Lomachenko was a mandatory. They fought for a vacant belt. It's a mandatory. He didn't pick Lomachenko to fight. He didn't say let me win it. He didn't say let me beat this guy. He fought for the WBC title, or the WBO title, excuse me. He fought for the WBO title because he was the number 1 ranked guy and he had to fight Lomachenko. Man, they ain't never giving him no franchise belt, bro. You know that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mandatory is a guy that really wants your spot. Exactly. But you dump on Gary Russell Jr. because he's fighting his mandatories. Dude, there ain't no price. If you fight your mandatory and you cannot get a fight against somebody you want to fight, you know what I mean? But anyway, you say it's all about money. He should be chasing the money more, right? Anyway, it is what it is. You know what it is. It is what it is. I like Gary Russell Jr. I'm going to defend Gary Russell Jr. You know what I mean? Anyway, it is what it is. Say, Juice the God, Gary Russell Jr. has not beaten no Shakur Stevenson. I mean, I don't know, man. It'd be a good fight. We'll see. We didn't get the fight. He's too young. Who else has a the other WBO champions? They leave the division so quick. But right now, you got Kiko Martinez. Hold on one second, man. Let me make sure I don't want to misquote these champions. At 126, which is featherweight, Leo Santa Cruz, who will not fight him, Kiko Martinez, who will not fight him, and Emmanuel Navarrete, who is going to be moving up the weight to try to fight Oscar Valdez. Navarrete is not fighting him. Kiko, he already knocked out. And Leo Santa Cruz has been ducking him for years. Hey, I'm going to start calling Kambosos just to piss you Devin Haney fans off. I'm going to keep calling him Undisputed. I'm going to call him Undisputed just to make you mad. But look, man, I got to get it. He said, take that dislike. Thank you. Hey, Joshua Suggs said, take that dislike. Hey, watch this. Take that block. Hey, you will never dislike me again, bro. Get your ass out of here. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that, though. That was fun, man. But look, man, it is what it is, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody that supported over on the super chat and all that stuff, man. But I'm about to bounce. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, okay, I got that right. Hey, man, y'all be bugging, bro. You had to get up out of here on that, man. Gotta go, gotta go. You know what they say? Gotta go, baby boy. Gotta go. But anyway, man, I'm gonna bounce up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. That is not an accurate thought. African American and all type of boxers do the same. Once father doesn't have anything else to teach him, they move on. Yeah, you got to get up out of here. Unless he's like Floyd Mayweather Sr., who is a world-class trainer. If your father is a world-class trainer, then you can stay with your father. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the truth. Floyd Mayweather Jr. stuck with his father and his uncle, and it never went bad for him. But his father and them were Hall of Fame fighters, Hall of Fame trainers, you know what I mean? Combat say just gave it a like, man. Thanks, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. I like that, man. Y'all stingy with them likes, man. Hey, can I get 8 more likes? That'll give me to 800. Can we get 800 likes? Can we get 8 more likes? Can we get 800 likes? Can we get to 800 likes? Can we get to 800 likes, man? Hit your boy with the 800 likes, man. It'd be greatly appreciated. And watch the videos, man, that come across your feed, man. But yeah, you go. That's that 800, man. Anyway, man, much love to everybody in chat, everybody in the super chat. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.